Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be talking about the woods category for the Fall/Winter 2021 Scentsy Catalog. And there are only 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 fragrances in this category, so it is a smaller category. But I do have to say there are some really great contenders in here. So let's dive right in and talk about what is new, returning, and all of the above. Our first scent in this category is Around the Campfire. It is coming back. It is a great scent. Makes some memories in the mountain air as notes of fresh fallen wood and smoky embers help set the scene. So, this is great. This is a very much, if you like scents like Bonfire Beach, this is going to go a little bit along that sort of glow. If you like a sort of smoky scented fragrance, this is a little bit on the sweeter side of smoky. So think like maple smoke or something like that might be a little bit closer than just straight up like a neutral, more burnt smoke scent. This is a little bit on the sweeter side of things. But it is a great strong scent. It throws really well, and it does smell fairly authentic for what it is. If you're just looking for like that slightly sweet embers at the end of a fire, like this is not necessarily the fire at full force raging. It's closer to like the end of the burning where it's like charred a bit and, you know, smoky, and it's kind of like that glow sort of vibe that you get near the end of the campfire. This is kind of more what you're gonna kind of get from this scent, and it is beautiful. And I wasn't sure how I felt about it, and then I was glad that I put it in my club, but I'm even more excited that it's come back. So now I can have it for the whole season. All right, next we have Be Merry. That has returned. Be Merry is Joy Abounds in pine boughs, dotted with holly leaf and cassis. Now, this one, it is very much a holiday, I don't want to say necessarily Christmassy scent, but very holiday, wintry scent. And you really do get the pine note. I'm not a huge fanatic of pine specifically when it comes to green tree scents. Pine is like, I could take it or leave it. And depending on the potency of the pine and the fragrance of it, sometimes it smells a little bit like cat pee or ken. Now this one is mellowed out by the cassis sort of berries going on there. But it is very much a woodsy tree sort of scent with a sweet red berry sort of tone to it. It's not my favorite. There is a little bit of a slight soapy note to this, and I think that's the holly leaf that's doing that. But you really do get pine scent in this. So if you're looking for like a green tree scent and you err towards more pine scents, this may be one to try if you don't want to just go for the traditional just a tree sort of smell. It has a bit of that sweetness there. Next, we have our new scent, Blue Sage and Tonka. There we go. Here it is. And I talked about this in our new releases video on End, but I think this is a really nice masculine cologne sort of woodsy note scent. Hint of like a not really soapy quality, but maybe just a hint of it from the sage. But overall, this is a beautiful, very well crafted scent. At least on cold. I haven't warmed it on warm as opposed to warming it on hot. I don't know. But if it smells anything like this one is warmed, I will be very excited about this new release. So highly recommend, check out the new release video where I kind of blather on about it a little bit more than this, but definitely think it has some great potential there. The next one is also one of our new releases, Cashmere and Corduroy. This one is wrap yourself up in the coziness of creamy vanilla, Sicilian bergamot, and cashmere sandalwood. And as I described in The new releases, I love almost everything about this scent except for the Sicilian Bergamot. I'm not sure yet if that's going to freshen and lighten and zestify, I don't know, we're just making up words now, the scent a bit, but I think they could have maybe done without the bergamot and it would have been just this luscious scent. We'll see. When I warm it, maybe the bergamot will enhance it in a way that I didn't expect. But I will say, other than that little strange quirk of the scent fragrance note, it's a pretty solid smelling scent. So we will see what it ends up kind of performing like once it is warmed. Next we have Cedar Cider. This is an autumn medley of the richest apples, cinnamon sticks, and vanilla beans nestled among fragrant white cedar branches. So all you really need to know about the scent is that this is cedar, and then like that whole like cider life vibe, whatever you want to say. And it's so great. I love this because the cedar note is like the most prominent note in this, and it lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. Like this is what I wanted. I think this is what I more wanted cider mill to smell like, but it didn't quite follow up that well. So cedar cider kind of came in to steal the day and save the day. Steal and save the day. Great scent. If you like cedar scented things, you will probably love this one. It is just such a great fall, winter sort of yummy fragrance. And I'm not, again, a big cider sort of person. I'm not heavy on spices. I'm not keen on them all the time. But this one really gets the blend quite nicely. And the choice of spices that they chose really complements the cedar note in here, and oh, it's so good. It is so good. All right, next we have Iced Pine. This is a pine scent, as you might have guessed, as refreshing as a walk through newly fallen snow, green fir, and pine kissed by icy peppermint. This is a chilling, like, not biting per se, but it's definitely a frosty green tree scent. So yes, do you get the pine and fir? Yes, the fir kind of mutes the pine note, the like citrusy kind of note that a pine tree kind of gets, that biting note. The fir kind of mellows it a little bit. And then you have this icy, pepperminty sort of overtone to the scent that really kind of just gives you a burst of freshness. So sometimes I almost wonder if like this would be better categorized in the fresh category, and then you like remember, you're like, oh wait, there's pine and fir in this, so yes, woods. But it could kind of lean between the two categories as a nice like middle ground. It is a great performer. It does last quite a while. I've never had any performance issues with it or with most tree scents, but this one's definitely good if you want like that icy note or minty note to your tree scent. Next we have My Hero. This is Cool Citrus and White Birch Ride a Current of Crisp Air. This is returning from Spring Summer. This is a limited time Father's Day last year that made it to our Spring Summer catalog. And it is so delicious. I love the combination. Like it's like a fresh, citrusy men's cologne. Like, oh my God, it's so good. I want this in body care. I want it in body cream. I want it in shower gel. I want it in, I don't know, body spray maybe. I'd rather have cologne, I think, than body spray. But, oh, this is such a great scent. If you like more of the lighter, zesty, sort of citrus woods-based colognes, you'll probably really enjoy this scent. It performs really well, and it is just so good to smell. I'm so glad that it's in our like permanent catalog, and I hope it stays there for a very long time. All right, next we have Mystery Man. This is a tried and true favorite that's been around for Lord knows how long. Warm white cedar, green verbena, and citrusy bergamot in a perfectly spiced sensual fragrance. This is another nice cologne-y scent. This is a little bit more woodsy. This kind of gives me This kind of gives me slight Abercrombie vibe. Very, very, very slight Abercrombie vibes. But it's a fresh men's cologne. That's really what it ends up being at the end of the day. It's a great scent. It's not overly heavy. It's not overly spiced. It's well balanced and crafted. And I mean, I would use this in all the different, I mean, I have used it in all of our body care line that it comes in. I just wish it came in a cologne. I'm still waiting for you to come through on that, Scentsy. Come through and make like a men's cologne line. Even if it's just like little spritzer bottles of them. I don't, do something, please. Anyways, great scent, and cannot not recommend it. Cannot not recommend? Yeah, so I can recommend it. There we go. Too many double negatives and things going on. I get confused. All right, next we have red berry and spruce. This is back. This is a merry mix of cranberry and raspberry swirled with a sprig of blue spruce. And I believe this was a limited time scent. And it is so good. I love this scent. It is like the right mix of red berries and spruce. Like, it's not a heavy, like, it's not very snowy spruce where you're just like overwhelmed with wood scent. And it's not so berry heavy that it like loses the woodsy component to it. It's a really nice balanced blend. Oh, and it is so good, and it's such a great performer too. I am so glad that this is back and it's in our catalog. I plan to stock up on this and grab several bars of this for the fall winter season. Such a good scent. If you want a sort of spruce tree green vibe, this is a great scent because it also gives you a little bit more of an excitement than just very snowy spruce, which is just like tree on tree on tree. This is berries and tree, and it is a great blend. All right, next we have very snowy spruce, which we just talked about, tree on tree on tree. This one is breathe in fresh forest air, balsam, tree, spruce, tree, and cedar, tree on tree on tree. Branches embrace the warmth of amber and woody pine cones. And so then you have a pine cone note on top of that. So you have 3 main tree notes and then a pine, like woodsy, earthy note. And that's what it is. Like, it is a spruce. It is a spruce, but it's also balsam and cedar too, which I do appreciate and I do enjoy, but it is a very heavy tree scent. So if you want like undeniable tree scent, this is the one to pick. But that's all you're gonna get. It's like tree, and then like the earthy dirt underneath. It's a great scent. It performs really well. It's strong, but if you want something that's a little more of a variety rather than just straight up tree, I would suggest trying red berry and spruce personally. But I do enjoy this one. I just don't warm it nearly as often. All right. And finally, we have weathered leather in our catalog. This is the sole remaining of the leather trio. Sheer leather got discontinued for the fall winter. Saddle up was discontinued in a previous catalog, and weathered leather is the remaining leather manly scent, masculine scent, woodsy scent left behind. So this one is step into an old-fashioned saddle shop brimming with dark suede, tooled leather, and vintage saddles over a backdrop of oak. This is what it smells like if you walk straight into a leather shoe store or like a tannery. It is straight up heavy, deep, leathery suede scent. Like, yeah, there might be some oak in the background, but this is mostly just like huffing leather. And I don't mind it, but it's almost too deep and rich of a scent, and I almost really wish they had kept sheer leather or saddle up rather than this particular one, but I don't know. I digress. I didn't pick which ones stayed and which ones went, but I personally would have gotten rid of this one rather than sheer leather. But it is a strong scent. It does last really long. And what else can I say about it? It's leather. It is very much leather. And there you have it. Those are all of our woods category scents. I will say that there are quite a few good selections. It's a little bit smaller of a selection than I maybe would have preferred to see, especially in the fall winter catalog. But I think it's a a nice mixture of fragrances to pick from. So I'm not too upset about it. And there are some crossover scents in other categories that I think could maybe fall into the woodsy category as well. So let me know what your thoughts are on these scents, if you've smelled them or tried them or like them or hate them. Please let me know. I'm always curious. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. And if you are new here, consider subscribing to stay tuned for future videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in our next video. Take care.